Alright y'all, so today I'm going to be doing the top 5 players for every position in Ultimate Team, offense and defense. So this is going to take a little bit, so I don't want to waste no time, so we're just going to get right into it. We're going to start off with the quarterbacks, so let's go. Alright, so at number 5, we got RG3 for the quarterbacks. We are starting off with the QBs. RG3 number 5. And really his downfall is his accuracy over the mid. And honestly though, accuracy over the mid in my opinion is honestly not that important, but his deep is also, you know, a little off. Someone's got to take the number 5 spot, so RG3 is going to have to take it, man. So RG3 at 5. At number 4, we got Cam Newton. Now, a lot of people are probably going to argue with this one, because he's a lot slower, but overall, I mean, he has way better accuracy, and I mean, let's be honest, you're not going to be running with your quarterback every single play. You're going to be throwing more than you're going to be running, so. And I mean, still, you put sprinter on, give him 92 speed, it ain't terrible, you can live with it, so Cam at 4. At number 3, we got Josh Allen. Now, I obviously haven't been playing Ultimate Team, so obviously I haven't really got to experience a lot of this stuff, but I still keep up to date. And Josh Allen, put sprinter on, get him 93 speed, and really my only thing with him is his throw under pressure is it's a little questionable, but I mean you can get it boosted up with chemistry, so it isn't too bad. And he's 6'5", so I mean, hey, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's like a little bit better version of Cam, you can see. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now, number 2, I put Lamar. Now, a lot of people, they're probably mad about this one, but because him and Vic, the card it's like exactly the same. So, what it came down to me was, Lamar Jackson's throwing animation, he has one of the slowest throwing animations in the game, and Vic's is faster than his, so that's really what it came down to. And when it comes to trying to get that ball out and you take a sack because of that, Vic will get it out faster than Lamar would. And like I said, the cards are almost the same. But number 1, we obviously have Michael Vick. I mean, like I said, the cards aren't that different. It really just comes down to, I think, that throwing animation. And I mean, you could pick or choose. It's up to you though. You could go either way with it, you know what I mean? But I say Vic for number 1. Hey, that's me, man. Alright, so now we are on the running backs. So for number 5, I have Trey Edmonds. And really, this is actually like a really good car. I mean, he's fast as hell. 99 elusive, 99 trucking, 99 break tackle is actually a pretty fucking good card. His downfall is really his abilities. He doesn't really get good abilities, so I'd say if he had way better abilities, he really would probably be number 2. He'd be number 2, but because of his abilities, they're really bad, it puts him at 5. And number 4, we got Walter Payton. Now, the reason he's at number 4 is because someone who's on the list coming up, he's like a little bit of a better version of him, so that's kind of what that comes down to. Still a really good card. I'd say this, if I was playing Ultimate Team right now, this might be the card I'd be playing with. This would probably be my running back, but that's just me. So Walter at 4. So at number 3, we got Adrian Peterson. And this is kind of what I was talking about. Adrian Peterson is kind of he's kind of a better version of Walter Payton. So, I mean, if you got the coins, I'd get AP. I'd go, because the way I pick my players is, I don't always just do it by who's better, who's not. I like to get players I like. I like Walter Payton, but I'd say Adrian Peterson's like a better version of Walter Payton. So, if you look at it like that, then I'd get Adrian Peterson. So, AP at 3. Now, number 2, I gotta put the one and only Barry Sanders. I mean, he's got human joystick, he's got the abilities. My only thing is, I wish with his power up and with sprinter, you could give him 99 speed. He only goes up to 98. I really wish he could hit that 99, but he can't. But it's alright. Human joystick. You can't go wrong with Barry. You can't go wrong with Barry. And then number 1, obviously, Bo Jackson. I mean, I don't think I need to go into depth on this one. I mean, he has everything. There isn't anything he can't do. So, I mean, I think we all saw that coming. But, yeah, that's it for the running backs. Alright, we're on the receivers now. Number 5, Kelvin Benjamin. Now, my thing was with him, he's a little slower than some of the receivers, but besides that, his catching is pretty fucking good, and he's 6'5". You always want to have a tall receiver, so 6'5", he can catch, good route running. If you're able to work with a slow receiver, I mean, this is the guy you want there. But if you can't, there's other options. Don't worry. But Benjamin at 5. Had to put the one and only Jerry Rice at number 4. I mean, he gets 4 abilities, and for a wide receiver, that's pretty damn important. He's not slow. He's got speed. Not slow at all. He's good catching, good route running. The main thing is with him, he gets 4 abilities, and that's pretty important for a wide receiver. That's pretty important. Now, number 3, I had to put Calvin Johnson. I've played with him. I've used him. I know he's a god. 6'5", fast. He's got good catching. Once you chem him up, put your little chem on there, he's gonna be all good. Now you look at his route running. Medium route running, trust me, it's not as important as it seems. Trust me, you play with this card, he's really good. Trust me. Use this card. 6'5". I mean, come on, 6'5" and fast. And that's why Calvin's in 3. Now number 2, I gotta put Julio Jones. I mean, he's just a physical monster, fast as hell. I mean, he's a demon. He's a demon. I don't think I really need to speak on this one too much. I'll let you get him for yourself, and you can figure that one out. Julio Jones. Now, number 1, Randy Moss. If you played the Ultimate Team, you knew this was coming. I mean, he's unstoppable. I mean, it's not fair. You just throw the ball up and he comes down with it, man. I mean, it's not fair. You've won against it. You know it. And I respect you if you don't use him because of that, because he's cheesy. I respect you for that. Randy Moss is number 1 for the wide receiver. So now, heading over to the tight ends. Alright, we're on the tight ends. Number 5, Rob Gronkowski. For me, nothing really stands out with him besides the 6'6", which is actually really important. He's got an 83 run block. That's calm. That's definitely good. 90 speed. That's solid. You know, not bad route running. Obviously, he can catch, but it just don't really nothing standing out to me. That's like, besides the height and the solid run blocking. So, Rob at 5. Alright, so at number 4, we got Evan Engram. And I mean, this is strictly because he is fast. And having because look at this, you put sprinter on him, he gets 95 speed. I mean, you put that on a tight end, that's a mismatch against linebackers. And I know linebackers are also really fast themselves, but having this, it'll help, trust me. If you like to run block, he's not gonna be for you. But if you like to throw to your tight end, I think you'll like this one. You'll like this one. So Engram at 4. At number 3, we got Zach Gentry. I wanted to actually put him at number 2. I didn't. You'll see why. But he's 6'8". That's insane. I mean, that is actually insane. 6'8", 78 run blocking. I mean, 6'8" though. I mean, that's literally why he is at number 3. It's because he is 6'8", and obviously he's got some solid speed on him. So 6'8", 6'8". All right, at number 2, we got Darren Waller. Now, the reason I have Darren Waller over Evan Engram, obviously Ingram's got 1 more speed on him. They're both really fast, but it's because his catching and his run blocking, and he has more strength, is better. That's really what it comes down to. He's also 6'6", so he's like a little bit. He's one speed slower than Engram, so he's still got speed, but overall, he's just a little bit better. So, like I said, if you want a fast tight end, Engram or Waller, that's what you're looking at. Number 1, the one and only Tony Gonzalez. I mean, he's not the fastest tight end, you know. Put sprint on him, you get him about 93 speed, 6'5". But I mean, there's some guys that just play different. Sometimes you gotta look beyond the stats and all that. And Tony Gonzalez is one of those guys. If you've played against him or you even have him, you can admit it. So Tony G, number 1 for the tight ends. Now we're gonna head over to the boring side, the offensive lineman. Alright, so we're starting with the left tackles. At number 5, we got Jason Peters, my Eagle. Obviously I played with him, so I have experience with him too, but he's solid, you know. Especially if you have an Eagles team, he's actually pretty good. But for number 5, I mean, he's a solid pick, you know. You can't go wrong with it. Good pass block, not bad pass blocking, you know. Solid run blocking. Overall, it's an overall decent card, you know what I mean? At number 4, we got a rookie, Andrew Thomas. He's actually, him and Peters is either way. What it comes down to is his run blocking is way better than Peters, and his pass blocking, it's almost about the same, so that's kind of why I had to put him over Peters. So it's up to you on that one. I'd say Andrew's a little bit better, so Andrew at 4. At number 3, we got Walter Jones. I mean, his pass blocking is pretty nice. It is pretty nice. The pass block power is a little low, but he's nice. He is nice. His run blocking is actually pretty good too. I would say he's definitely, obviously, he's over Peters and, you know, Andrew, because he's at number 3 for a reason, and you can see why. So if you got a Seattle theme team, he's actually gonna be really fucking nice. So yeah. At number 2, we got Anthony Munoz. He is pretty damn good. I'll say this: if the guy who isn't at number 1 wasn't in the game, Anthony Munoz would definitely be there. Look, if you can't afford the guy up next, it's fine. Go get you Anthony Munoz, because he's not very, I mean, no one's really expensive anymore, but like if you're still, you know, working with a budget, here you go. Go get you Anthony Munoz, because he's a beast. He is definitely a good budget card. Now, number 1, we got Joe Thomas. I mean, it's Joe Thomas. What do you expect? But like I said, if you can't afford Joe, go get you Anthony. He's right there with him. But Joe's a god. And Joe is a god. But like I said, if you can't afford him, just go get Anthony. It's fine. All right, now we're on the left guards. Starting off at number 5, we got the rookie, Lakyn Tomlinson. Sorry, I pronounced your name. I'm sorry. He's solid though. I mean, you can't really go wrong with this card at all. I mean, everything is just really balanced out, except for the run. The run's actually really fucking good, but for the most part, it's a good balanced card. Not bad. I'd take it. If you can get it, get it. If you want it, get him. At number 4, we got Logan Mankins. Once again, pretty balanced out. Once again, he's also got some really good run blocking, but the pass blocking is just right there. This is probably one of the more balanced out cards. Like if you like balance, here you go. This is probably the best balanced out one. Logan Mankins. At number 3, we got Brian Waters. As you can see, there's a theme here. Most of the left guards pretty good they're better at run blocking than pass blocking, but once again, it's still got a good balance to it. Brian Waters. At number 2, we got Randall McDaniel. He has the best pass blocking out of all of the not pass blocking. I'm sorry. He has the best run blocking out of all the right guards, which is why this is gonna put him at number 2, because he still has that little bit of pass block balance. Number 1 though, we got Joe Fuehne. He has the best pass blocking out of all the right guards. And pass blocking is more important than run blocking. I don't care what no one says, it is. And he still has a solid run blocking. So that's going to put Fuehne at number 1. Alright, now we're on to the centers. Number 5. Now, disclaimer, I never realized that there was not a lot of centers in the game. Like, there is only 199 center in the game. There's not even a 98. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Get on your shitty, eh? But yeah. Number 5, we got J.C. Tretter. Budget-wise, I mean, he's $20,000. someone had to be a number 5, and he was the best out of anyone else for the spot, so he's a number 5. So what I say to get him, there's gonna be better people for around the same price. So I was gonna say no, but someone had to be a number 5, so it's JC. At number 4, we got Cesar Ruiz. I don't know how to pronounce his name, not gonna lie. So, but yeah, cool little balance. Once again, there's better people on the list so I wouldn't get him. But like there's just not a lot of centers. Someone's got to take these 5th and 4th spots. But don't wait, last 3. I would recommend them. These guys, I'm not saying I'm not recommending them. You can use them if you want to. They're not bad. It's all preference. They're not bad. I mean, if they're on the top 5 list, they're not bad. I'm just saying, there's not a lot of centers. So disclaimer, I don't know if you want to use those 2, but it's up to you. Number 3, we got Frank Ragna. He's good. I would recommend this guy. Really good run blocking and some solid ass pass blocking. This is a guy I'd recommend. But now you see how that price just dramatically changed. So like I said, it's not a big deal. You could use one of those guys at 4 and 5. But if you got the 60K on you, I mean shit, I'd go get Frank Ragna. I don't know how to say his name either. I don't fucking know these guys, alright? Now number 2, we got Ryan Jensen. This was my center who I used, alright? This is the guy I used, alright? Like I said, sometimes you gotta use the guy before looking at the stats. And let me tell you something. He was the best center in the game before you know who you probably know who's at number 1. But in my opinion, he's easily the 2nd best center. Consistency with him. It's all around consistency, and he's just one of those guys that just does his thing on the field. So you can trust me on this one. But you could go either way with him or Frank. It's up to you. If you're looking at it straight stats wise, you're probably gonna pick Frank. If you're gonna take my word, take Ryan. And at number 1, we got Kevin Mawai. I mean, he just outbeats the rest of them, and yeah, I mean, 2 million. Would I pay 2 million for a center? Fuck no. No, I wouldn't do it. Don't. I'm telling you right now, if his price is like this, don't buy it. Don't do it. Wait for, just don't do it. Get Ryan Jensen or get Frank Ragna. I mean, obviously this he's the best option, but for that price, get the fuck out of here. All right, we're on the right guards. Number 5, Brandon Sheriff. I've actually seen a lot of people use this card until I looked at it for myself and I was like, 89 finesse. That kind of just killed me. I was like, yep. His run blocking is really good. It might be the best on the list, but yeah, I'm sorry. For me, number 5. At number 4, we got Will Shields. He's just overall solid consistency. What killed me with Brandon Sheriff was the 89 finesse. That's oh, look at that. Someone just picked him up. They know the deal. Will at 4. At number 3, I gotta go Adam Timmerman. For a while, Timmerman was the best right guard in the game, and he's still debatably. You can still say, he is. It's up to you, man. It's all up to you. But Timmerman at 3. 2, we got Zach Martin. It's actually a pretty good card. I've never actually looked at it. And until I was scouting around to see who the best players were. And he's pretty damn good. I'll say that. He's pretty damn good. Him and the number 1 are like neck and neck. You know what I mean? Like, it's up to you. Number 1, we got David DeCastro. Like I said, they're neck and neck. It's preference. But Castro, it's just like, boom. The stats are like right there. The numbers are just like, It's up to you. Alright, we are on the very last offensive position. Right tackle. Now, number 5, we got Jon Runyan. Now, a little story. I had Jon Runyan. I'm not gonna lie. I tried really hard to find a way to not put him in number 5. I tried my hardest to not. I didn't want to put him in number 5 because I fucking hate him. But I just couldn't find anyone that was honestly better than him. I tried Jon Runyan number 5. When I say to get him, if you're on a budget, get him. He's not terrible. I'm just letting my emotions out. I'm sorry. Number 4, we got Brandon Smith. He's if you can get him, I'd say get him. For a while he was actually one of the top. Well, he still is one of the top guys, but he was even a little better than what the spot he was at now, and then obviously people came out. So Brandon Smith is definitely a sub. At number 3, we got JaJuan James, a rookie. His pass blocking is pretty damn good, but run blocking sucks. But you know what I say, pass blocking way more important than run blocking. I don't give a fuck. It is. Number 2, we got Ryan I can't say it. Now I'm gonna try to pronounce it. Yeah, he's a demon though. He is a demon. If you can get him, get him. And at number 1 for the right tackles, we got Dan Deerdorf. He is by far easily the best pick. Got the best pass blocking, good run blocking. Yeah. But like I said, if you can't afford him, go for the number 2 guy. He's pretty damn close. Cause I don't know if you put abilities on your offensive line. We're assuming that we don't here because we're normal people, but yeah.